What's going on, faithful? What's going on, Empire? Let's go, Niners. What's going on? All right, we're going to be covering some stuff today. We're going to be covering, of course, the 49ers last night's pick. And, of course, our new defensive edge, of course, Mikael Williams. All right, we got some people, some guys are coming in. We're going to be talking our stuff. Have a great show. All right. And, of course, we are here to talk about the draft and, of course, the future picks and all in between. Okay, so basically, this is the present, future, and of course, it's sponsored, of course, by Radical 24/7. So we are going to be live on YouTube, Twitter, YouTube X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and Twitch, and of course later on Facebook. Okay, so we're back in Jip, and we will return. Stay tuned.
Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. Yeah, you know what it is. Home of the West Coast offense. Frisco to Stockton, Modesto to Fresno, we get it poppin'. Reppin' my team, when you see me, you know everything. Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go.
Go. What's going on, faithful? What's going on, Niner Empire? What's going on? It's your guys here from Radical 24/7. All right. And of course, this is the past, present, future. And we are going to be talking about the draft. All right. And of course, our first pick that we had last night at number 11, Mikael Williams. All right. Of course, we'll be getting all to that stuff after I bring the guys in. I got stats and everything pulled up for them. So we all talk, get our talk going. All right. First guy, of course, is from Texas. All right. And of course, we all know him as yours truly, baby. Yours truly. All right. Bring in the Jake Man. Come on in, Jake.
What's going on, faithful? Welcome to the Radio 24/7 show. Draft day, day 2.
When we had picks from 43, 75, and 100. All right.
Cowboys suck.
What's that?
I said Cowboys suck.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of crap about that one pick they did. A lot of crap.
I'm not. I mean, honestly, it's probably smart pick. But.
And of course, coming from let me see here. If okay, I'm sorry, Louisiana. I remember your name now from your state. Okay, Louisiana. Hey, what's up, Dion? Come on here, man. Come on here. Get in here. Come on, get your ass.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? The Cowboys do stuff, but yeah, go Niners, man. I'm looking forward to this day 2 of the draft, so we can fill that roster out. And yeah, I hope we have a good draft, man. Continue to have a good one.
Yep, like I said, pick 43. That's the second round, and of course we have 2 in the third, and that's 75 and 100. I still remember nowhere. I got them all memorized, so I'm good. I got stats pulled up and everything. I'm waiting till we get a couple more people. Hopefully Matt and Craig will join in, hopefully. But for now, we're just bull crap about the last night's pick. But how you guys feel about Mikael Williams?
You go first, Dion.
Yeah, Dion, bro.
So I started looking at some of his tape because I was really looking at Jalen Walker, man. Jalen Walker had like 17 sacks, if like first team All-American or first team All-SEC, some stuff like that. I think there were better people on the board, in particular Jalen Walker, that they could have took. But when you study him a little bit more, he's good in run defense. He's a 3-down defensive lineman, not just a 3rd-down person. He fits the scheme probably better than the Walker guy fits the scheme, even though the Walker guy I do believe is a trendsetter. I do not believe that Williams guy is a trendsetter. He doesn't jump. When you watch his tape, he doesn't really jump out like that. but I do trust like the team to like scheme them and coach them to fit that 4-3. You know, the scheme. I know people are big on stats. I was watching it through the Bleacher Report that has McCall Parsons on there and Darius Slayton Jr. And Parsons brought up a real good point. He was like, man, you know, when I came out of Penn State, I never had more than 5 sacks in a season. And, you know, McCall Parsons is one of the top premier pass rushers in the league. He's bigger than Parsons. Got a tremendous upside to him, but you just put it on the floor. But I wasn't really in love with the pick. But I do think just from studying it a little bit more, it did turn out to be good because he's not only a good like a pass rusher, he's really good against the run, which is what we need. So, but I wasn't in love with this pick. I thought the guy who went to Atlanta, the linebacker who played with him, would have been a real good Dre Greenlaw replacement at that pick. That's my take on it.
Jake, real quick. From all the way from California. Come on here, Matt Man. Oh, sorry. Wrong guy. It's okay. Well, I'll bring you both in. Why not? Money, Rich. Got Rich here too.
Rich getting gypped on the intro. Sorry,
all
man.
the way from Connecticut. Here you go. Is that better for you?
Oh man. All right. So
sorry about that, Jake.
Dion, I gotta say, I agree with you to an extent. I was happy that we got somebody that was on our board that they had drafted really high. He's a good talent. I'm not excited about the fact that he just came off of an injury year, and we have a habit of drafting guys that had injuries. I mean, everybody gets injured in football, right? But you know, right before you go into the draft, you're coming off an injury. I mean, he does look good. He's not the guy I had picked on defensive line. But he was gone early in the draft anyway, so couldn't have done nothing about it. I do feel like the linebacker that went to Atlanta would have been a better pick. We do need a sideline to sideline linebacker, somebody who's got good run pursuit. But I am satisfied with it. I think that we needed it. And if we're going to find somebody in the later rounds, it's going to be a lot easier to find somebody like a linebacker or something like that later in the draft, as opposed to, a dog from Georgia. So, anytime we draft somebody off drafting a D lineman from Georgia, you're not getting a terrible pick. So,
no, not terrible. His injury wasn't like that bad. He had an ankle injury. He chose to play through the season. I guess that accounts for something, but I don't know, man. I'm just a video guy. I'm an X and O. I'm a eye test type of guy, and he just doesn't. Mason Graham, you look at his highlights, like, man, the other defensive tackle from Michigan. Look at their highlights; they jump off the tape at you. You know what I mean? His highlights are just. They just don't. But I trust the team. I trust the team to do the right thing and coach him up and scheme him up. And I do believe he's a good pick. I'm just not in love with it.
Okay. Hey, Matt Man, go ahead, bro.
Yo. So I wanted either Mr. Banks. Obviously, the Bears took him before we could get him. And or Walter Nolan. I do not watch a lot of SEC football, but I've seen tape of those guys. So either way, if we would have taken Walter Nolan, or we would have taken the other linebacker that went to Atlanta, or we would have taken Will Campbell or somebody like that, I would have been happy. Heck, I would have even been happy with the 6'8" beast from Penn State to play next to George. I would have been, so freaking amazed by that pick if we took Warren. But we need defense, so I'm just hoping that sometime in the second, third, fourth, fifth, we get another corner to pair with my boy
I knew you were gonna do that. I had a feeling he was gonna do that. He walked away from darn Wi-Fi. He came back on, I think. Sorry, guys. Here, I got you, Matt. Hold on, man. Ugh.
Dude into the wall.
Okay. It's all you, Matt. I got you.
I don't. I mean, I think maybe even a safety that we could let play safety and linebacker too. You know, a guy that can run around and play in the box with Mustafa. But whatever we, I believe that John and Kyle know what's right, and I trust them completely.
Gotcha.
Um,
Right.
I mean, I would love them to take my dude Josh Farmer. He's a stout, big, strong, 310, 325 pound defensive tackle, and that's what we need, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need a big space eater, and that's
Yep.
what he is. I mean, when you don't really have a lot of talent on your college team, you can get overlooked. But I believe Joshua Farmer is going to be one of those dudes that's like Vince Wilfork or Cowboy Smith. I think he's going to be, whatever team needs a DT and takes him, I think they're going to be happy. And even if he goes later, like third or fourth round, but I would love us to get him and his buddy to play corner, Azara Thomas. I want those two guys. If we can manage a way to get him. I know we haven't always had good luck with Florida State players. We haven't, but we've also had some really good luck. With Bernardo Green and Dexter Carter was a pretty good return man. Amp Lee was, he was a decent running back. And we also got that boy, William Floyd from Florida State. So we've had some good players. We've had some bad players. Cornelius Carradine, Tank Carradine. I loved him, but he just didn't work out with us. So.
Well, they
Now,
drafted this guy knowing he tore his ACL. He had a torn ACL. I don't even want to go there. I'll get irritated talking about it.
Okay. Rich, two things for you. You are just in time. You just came in just in time. You did.
Nice.
Dude, I was about to go live, and I had Jake on there. Matt popped up at the same time you did. That's the reason why I butchered your entrance. Because he popped in at the same time you did. And when I popped you, and I'm like, oh, man, I didn't want to do him first. I want to do Matt first, then do him.
All good.
Welcome to the show, brother. And go ahead, speak your mind about the pick. Do your thing. Go ahead.
For me, the pick should have been Nolan. We need DTs. We need tackles, man. And they took an end. I get it. Kid's talented. He's young. He's only 20. I like that from an upside standpoint, but I like I felt like Nolan had a higher floor. That's the problem, that's my issue there, and I feel like we need tackles, man. You don't ends you can get ends in free agency. You draft tackles. I don't know. Like Matt was saying, we need immovable object guys. We need two immovable objects sitting it there in the tackle box, both tackles, and they took an end. I'm just like I'm hoping second round. If they start picking offense, second and third round, I'm gonna be like, what are you guys thinking here? We need defense. I mean, we've got no tackles. We've got no tackles, and this guy's sitting there. Nolan was sitting there right for the taking, didn't have to move, and they took an end. Yeah. I feel like it was a big gamble. That's where I'm at with it. I thought it was too big a gamble. Because he's not going to just that pick is it's a succeed or flop pick. It's not a you won't even you're not guaranteed steady Eddie.
Trying to pull up some stats here real quick for you guys, real quick. That way, guys. That way,
I love the size of him. I love the size of him. He's freaking. He looks like Alden Smith. You know.
Yeah, I
Hello.
got you. I got you.
But
Yep. Anthony Williams is an American football defensive end. He played college football for Georgia Bulldogs, winning the national championship in 2022. Position defensive lineman, born, of course, June 29, 2004, age 20, Warm Springs, Georgia, United States. Height 6'5", good size. And of course, the weight is good one too, 265 pounds. And of course, education is from Georgia, Hideaway High School. So,
And
yeah,
that
I mean,
and that reach, that arm, that arm span. What? He's 44, 45 inches.
that kid
yeah,
can like tie his
34,
shoes standing
34
up, looking
inches.
you in the eyes.
34 inches.
Yeah.
34.
It's
34 inches.
he's
Sorry. Yeah, Matt.
he's the perfect complement to Nick Bosa.
Yeah, hey, look, I want to add in. So again, I watched the Bleacher Report, and Micah Parsons. This is what he said about Walter Nolan. He said Walter Nolan is really good, but he said he's not good with his hands. He said that's why Walter Nolan fell down the draft board, because he's going to come off, he's going to create that contact with his body. He was like, when you're playing in the NFL, man, once a tackle get their hands on you, like you're pretty much are done. So
Yep.
when Micah Parsons broke it down like that, he compared that pick to the Williams pick. I was like, okay, well then now I can start to see it. And that's why I
Yep.
was saying, like, it doesn't jump off at the board, but when you hear a football person break down another football person, I'm like, okay, now I understand why they drafted Williams.
Yep.
So
No, I get it. I just figure we got Chris Kasarik in the building. You put talent in there. He's very good at whipping up problems out of guys. So
yep, I agree.
that's the thing. And I want gap and hole stuffers. I don't want some guy that may or may not contain. I guess that's what I'm worried about. If
Yep.
if this guy could play
Yeah,
Will,
you need
I'd
like
be
a true
hell
defensive
yes.
end. Forget this edge. You know, we need
Yeah,
somebody
you know,
like a real bookend
I want
defensive
Charles
end.
Haley. Yeah, I want Charles Haley or Chris
Yeah.
Dolman. I don't want, whatever we got going on here. That's my only worry. Like that, when we need a DT and we need a Will. I mean, we need a friggin' Will. We got no Will.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, that's
begging
going to
for
be
that
the
edge.
linebacker position. Is going to have to be second round. They got to
Well,
short
I
LB
think
because Winters is a rotational linebacker. He is not a starter. I like him, but he
correct.
is not a starter.
And we got no tackles. We got no tackles.
Well, we got Evan
Well,
Anderson, and I mean, we have some tackles, but they're just not, worth
They're
the
not
money. But
starters.
yeah,
They're
not
depth
starters.
pieces. They're not starters.
Yeah.
Well, they
Matt was
said
talking about a Wilfork guy. I want 2 tree stumps. I want 2
they
huge.
said Evan Anderson. They said Evan Anderson could be that guy. He's got
Yep.
potential. He's got the size. He just needs his motor. That's what
I
they're worried about.
I just want 2 guys up front that people have to double so our linebackers can fly in there and just clean up. That's it. As long as the linebackers go
Absolutely.
in there, clean up, and fill holes, that's what I'm looking for. You want to see all pro Fred
And we
again?
also need to be able to get pressure with 4 guys.
Yes.
We
It's
need to
hard in
get-
a wide 9, though. It's hard in a wide 9 because you're so spaced out. It's not a gap jumping D.
I trust very much in Chris Arthur. I trust him very much.
Yeah, look.
No, but being able to let our linebackers and our safeties sit back and cook. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to have a first rounder
like Mustafa
on the defensive line. We're just really good at finding
We need a
people
second
later
rounder,
in the draft. So I feel good about the second and third round. We've got, and didn't we swap with, golly, did we swap with Carolina? Was it Carolina? Who was it? Jacksonville?
Pick in round.
Who do we
2,
trade picks with and
43.
swap it?
I don't know who the comp picks are.
Yeah, where are we at? Ryan?
We moved
43?
up though. We swapped with somebody
43
in the trade.
And round 3, 75 and 100.
Well, 75 is going to be a
memorize 'em.
running back or a wide receiver because that's where Kyle always takes one.
I memorize them.
Kyle likes round 3 receivers and
Ugh.
running backs.
This
When
is
he's not
not a
picking
deep.
kickers. When he's not picking kickers.
This is not a deep run wide receiver draft.
Nah.
Like it's not deep at all.
Yeah.
I'm good with run
it's
what
really
you brung
not.
at this point. As far as
Looking-
receivers go, I'm good with run what you brung at this point.
But he is gonna get
Here's
another
all
running
Jennings
back. I agree.
Yeah, you gotta have a running back, man. I'm telling you, I don't think you can guarantee CMC right now. You gotta have a legit guy who can
Can't
actually
guarantee
run the ball.
nobody. We went through every single one of them last year.
I know,
Yeah.
and Garendo scares me as a backup anyway, just because he got injured right away. I like his skill set, but I don't know that he's durable yet.
He has the ability to get away, but sometimes he just goes down right away. And
he does. He's not. He's kind
it's
of
like he
soft.
just runs right into the line.
He's Tevin Coleman
Yeah.
2.0.
Ugh.
I like
did a
Tevin
couple
Coleman now.
reps.
He had those 4 touchdowns against Carolina. He got some speed. But he's not a in between the tackle guy. But I think that's a good comparison. Tevin Coleman right now for Garendo.
Yeah, Garendo's probably bigger, right? Garendo's like 240, so he's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big dude. And he's just as fast, if not faster.
Yeah.
He's easily the fastest running back on the team, but
wasn't he 4.3? He's 4.3 guy.
I think he was the fastest person coming out of the whole draft last year.
Yeah, I think he was 4.35 or something like that. It was he's quick for how big he is.
But you let Elijah Mitchell walk, which I understandably so. But again, what's that running back we got from Minnesota? We let him walk. He went right to Kansas City and won the Super Bowl the next year.
McKinnon.
Yeah,
Jared McKinnon.
Yeah, but he was injured the whole time. He was
Yep.
injured the whole time he was here. It was too bad.
But it's wild. But it's crazy that he get to Kansas City and he's a featured back.
Hey, Javon Kinlaw is probably gonna be healthy this year too. So and he couldn't get on the field for us because he couldn't get his leg to work.
Somebody gave Javon Kinlaw big money. I can't remember who it was. Not the Jets.
Washington.
Yeah, they gave him big money. I couldn't believe that contract, man.
I was like, good for him.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have a great year this year.
Yeah, no, the leg's right. The legs, you could just tell. He played for the Jets last year. He got through the season. He wasn't hurt. That leg's finally right.
Steroid.
Hey man, I think they should be legal in the NFL, man. They should be legal in the NFL, man. What are you doing? Your job's to play through a lot of pain.
Let me tell you my steroid example, not to get off the subject, right? But I tore my rotator cuff and had surgery in November. But about 2 years ago, I took the steroid shot when I first realized that my shoulder was messed up. What steroids do to your body, they relieve inflammation, but it does not allow your body to heal properly.
Losing you guys.
So if you get any type of injury in the NFL on steroids, you're pretty much done.
Well, there you go.
The steroids is not a good thing. That's why the Germans lost the war, to do the steroids.
Yeah, sorry that, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I can't find nothing about the comp picks. Can't find anything on here about the comp picks. But I do have. Hold on. Is that you, Jake? Hold on, guys. Trying to see if he pops in here. Okay, I got him. I got you, Jake. Hold on, man. Okay, here you go, Jake. You're back.
Who's the other team who's the other team with 11 picks? Was it the Cowboys?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I lost y'all.
Ravens. Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens. Okay, Ravens was the other team with the 11 picks.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of David Lombardi.
Oh, you've been watching Lombardi?
I love Lombardi. I love David Vardy. I love him. I love watching
the spreadsheet. Dave Lombardi, the spreadsheet.
Man, the Ravens made an outstanding pick drafting that safety out of Georgia. That man's All-American, and you add him to the Ravens, I'm like, man.
Okay, real quick. All right, I know tomorrow's the future. Like I said, the future is part of the show. So, round 2, 43. Round 2, 43. Round 3, 75. Round 3, 70, 100. Round 4. So I'm trying to say it fast enough that way you guys understand me. Round 4, 113. Round 4, 138. Round 5, 147. Round 5, 160. Round 7, 227. Round 7, 249. And round 7 for, of course, is 252. So, Mr. Irrelevant, another Mr. Irrelevant. Feels like it is. Wow, man, 272 is where Brock Purdy was, or not 262. That's 262. Yeah, that's 10 picks before his. Wow. So you never know, man. You never know. You never know. That's our picks for this whole draft. So, and of course, I do. Do you guys even want to worry about who were picked in last night's draft or not? I'll bring it up for you if you want me to. I got it right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I just want to make sure what you guys want to talk about, so I brought it up here just for the heck of it. So, give me 1 second. Right with you. Hold on. 1 second. Have I got the right screen? Yeah. No, I don't think I do. Oh my God. I'm doing pretty good so far, ain't I? I'm doing pretty good. Not.
I think the biggest
Yeah, you
surprise.
want to talk? I'll bring it up. Don't worry. I got you.
I think the biggest surprise of the first round was Jackson Dart.
Ugh.
Yeah, the Giants went back up for him, right?
Yeah.
Yep. They traded with the
I
Rams.
really thought
think.
that Shador would go before Jackson Dart.
Boom. There you go.
I think
No, it
everybody
wasn't the
thought
Rams.
that.
It was the.
There you go.
The Giants.
No, I said the Giants. I think traded up with the Rams.
Yeah, to get Dart.
My bad.
Yes.
Yeah, because they went back up into the first round.
Yeah. Yes, they went up. They moved up 20 something spots. Yes.
Okay, here's a list. Last night's draft. Dallas Cowgirls. Tyler Booker. A lot of people were laughing about that. But yeah, that's a list. Jeez.
My surprise pick. I thought Jacksonville Jaguars gave up way too much stuff to get Travis Hunter. I can't remember what they gave up, like 2 first rounders and some other stuff.
It's like desperation.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Well, they don't make a lot of sound decisions in Jacksonville, so.
Hey, they wanted to draft the next Jalen Ramsey, and they thought that maybe Travis Hunter is that dude, but Travis Hunter is also, an offensive weapon. So who knows?
No, they wanted Travis Hunter to be Deion
I feel bad
Sanders.
for him. I feel bad for him.
I do too.
Play
They
one
didn't
way.
need a
Play
dang
one
cornerback. They didn't need a cornerback. They needed a quarterback who ain't going to throw 7 picks in the playoffs in one game. They had it going for him.
I didn't
Their
understand.
quarterback $55 million, so he's going to be stuck there.
I didn't understand Genty going to the Raiders either. That was a head scratching draft pick to me too.
So am I the only
Just
guy
think
that thinks
about-
that's Trent Richardson 2.0?
I get it because guess who's coaching the Raiders?
I get it, Pete Carroll, but like I got it, but
He's hoping he's
He
Marshawn Lynch
really
2.0.
loves a good strong run game.
Yeah, but he's hoping for Marshawn Lynch 2.0, and I think he's going to be Trent Richardson 2.0.
I don't
Marshawn
think he's hoping for that. I think he just wants a good running back.
Marshawn Lynch 2.0 went to the Vikings.
Yeah, Genty's never been compared to Marshawn Lynch, I don't believe.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what Carroll's hoping for, though.
Yeah, but he's not a power running back. He's he would fit a Kyle Shanahan scheme or a Matt LaFleur scheme or a Mike McDaniel scheme way more than he would fit a Pete Carroll scheme. That's why I don't understand it. Chip Kelly. Let's take that back. Chip Kelly is the offensive coordinator, so it makes
Geno
perfect
Smith's
sense.
somebody who can run the ball and misdirect the rush away from him. I mean, he's going to need all the help he can get back there in the backfield. So, I mean, I get it. Pete Carroll's a good coach, though. I don't really doubt what he's trying to do.
No, their defense will be good.
I hate the Seahawks. I hate the Raiders.
It's not Pete Carroll that you have to be concerned with. It's Chip Kelly is the offensive coordinator.
Yeah. Well,
And he's a really
He
good
ain't the head
offensive
coach, though.
coordinator. Not a good head coach, but a great offensive coordinator.
I think he'll do good over there.
I don't
I
know.
really just want
I
every
just think
team. I want every team in that division to give Kansas City hell next year.
who did Kansas City draft?
And I just took it down too.
When it gets to those,
Hold on.
turn it off.
Hold on, it's okay. I got you. I got you. Josh Simmons, OT from Ohio State Chiefs.
Okay.
After they took Jalen Moore from us. Dang.
That's why I kept up here. That way, you guys, if you want to know what the picks are, I'll read them out to you. No problem.
But that's how they lost the championship the first time.
I bet you we draft
I
the
want to say
center
what
soon.
forgot about that. Yeah, we definitely need a center.
Oh,
We
definitely
might
need
take
it.
him in the second round.
Need a left guard too, because I don't know that guy. That guy they replaced Aaron Banks
Barch.
with, I have no clue who that guy is.
Barch looked good last year when he was playing with Jalen Moore when Trent was out, but definitely need a left guard though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Brendel, but he's serviceable. We need a left guard more than we need a center right now. I mean, do we need a center still? Yes, but I'll get a guard first. Because
Okay.
Zakel's not it.
Okay, my man.
All right.
Yeah, my man. Okay.
I mean,
All right. So
he's not center either.
I'm just gonna go right now.
You need that guy.
Hold
That
on,
guy
Jake. Hold
snapping
on,
the
Jake.
ball is the control center of the offense.
Hold on, Jake. Hey, my man. Hey, bud.
All right, I'm gonna go right now. Our starters on defense. Okay.
Good.
Gonna start from corner, safety, all that, and go all the way around. Okay.
Good.
So at one corner we got Demo, we got the Hyena. We can pencil him in for like 70 tackles, 4 or 5 picks, and maybe a touchdown, either a blocked field goal recovery and a pick 6. Okay. We got my boy from Florida State, Renardo Green, at the other cornerback. Then in the nickel, we got that guy that we signed, we picked up off the waiver wire, was Trey Jones. That's his name, right? The guy that was from, he was from Seattle, I think, or Seattle or the Rams. So he's gonna be the nickel. We got Jair Brown at one safety and Malik Mustafa at the other. We got Fred, and we got and I know a lot of people don't like him to be the starter, but right now I'm saying he's a starter. D Winners, and we still have Jalen Graham, right? Or did he leave?
No, we signed him. We signed him to a near
Okay.
deal.
Okay, so those guys are going to be starting linebacker. My boy Tatum Bethune, special teamer. You know, he's pretty much special teamer extraordinaire. He's the 4th linebacker until we get somebody else, or maybe he's gonna.
Sorry, I'm cutting out.
Maybe he's gonna come out.
Trey Brown.
Yeah, Trey Brown, the cornerback.
Yeah.
Maybe Tatum Bethune shows out because he was always a pretty good, he was a linebacker that he could rush the passer and he could cover too. So maybe he becomes like some kind of special player, extra blitzer or whatever. All right. So we'll go Nick Bosa at one end. Of course, we got our number 1 draft pick, Michael Williams, at the other end. And right now, I'd say our defensive tackles right now are Kevin Givens and who's the other guy? Because we know Givens can play defensive tackle. We really don't want him to start, but right now he's what we got, right?
Evan Anderson, I think, would be the other guy.
Yeah. So Kevin Givens and Evan Anderson. I think we have a couple guys that are Jordan Elliott.
Promising.
Jordan.
Uters Gross Matos, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah. They were saying on KNBR earlier today that right now he's the other starter at the end until Michael Williams shows that he is good enough to be the other starter.
Do we still have Drake Jackson as a depth piece? Or was he released?
Yes, we still have him.
Is he like injured or he's still rehabbing or?
Yeah, he's still rehabbing.
Okay.
Okay, so offense, Purdy, CMC, Kyle Juszczyk, Ricky P at one receiver, Jawan at the other, Jacob Cowing is the third.
Why?
I mean, until Ayuk gets back, because he's going to be out the first half the season.
They're saying he might return early, but I would rather them not.
Yeah,
get him in football shape first.
Yeah, get him in shape and let him be in shape and let him be full speed, because if we're still in the mix, even if we're 4-4 when he comes back, if we're still in the playoff mix, him being 100% is better than him being at 70%.
Yeah, as bad as we were this last year, we were in the mix until the end of that Rams game. So as long as we can win our division, even if we're, for any reason we're lagging this season, when he comes back, if we need a boost, I think that it'll be critical. That's what you're saying.
I think we can win the division at 10-7. I truly believe that we can win this division at 10-7, and still fight for the to go to Super Bowl.
10-7.
10-7
against the Rams, and the Rams added.
The Rams are going to be good this year.
Yeah, I don't think 10-7 is going to get it, especially with them adding whatever the wide receiver it was. What's his name?
Oh, Devontae
Adams.
Yeah, I don't see 10-7 winning that.
Well, we'll see.
Rough.
I don't see.
We got Kittle.
I think we can win 11 or 12 games.
You still got Javon Curse. You got the other guy they drafted from Florida State.
There's a pretty lax schedule this year, bro.
Jared Verse and Brandon Fisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, my boy. I know those two guys are studs. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm a Florida State fan too. Yeah.
Like I said, ever since Deion Sanders, the year he won the Jim Brown Award. I mean the Jim Thorpe. Excuse me, the best DB award.
And the Rams, if you really look at the Rams, they don't need a whole lot of pieces. Like whatever they add to the draft is going to be like luxury pieces.
Look, Matt, the defense that you just lined up sounds like number 27 in the league against the run.
Yeah,
that's my issue. Is
okay.
that defense sounds like 27 against the
okay.
run.
Okay, and
that's before the draft is over.
I'm saying I'm just going off what I know right now.
No, absolutely, dude. No, I totally agree. And and that's just the point is that we need some players.
Right. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we're gonna get them.
We do.
Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna get them. I think we shore up a lot of needs this year.
I mean, Jake, where are you at with that? When he read off that defense, would that sound like about 27 against the run? That's about where I was at. We might be okay against the pass, and the guys will hit. Mustafa, Jair Brown, I don't know. I don't love him, but he's there.
Hey, he might get burned, but he might also make a couple fumble recoveries, force a fumble. Run one back to the house. Run one back to the house.
Jair's a ball hawk, which is cool, I'm glad he has to play free safety because he's not good going backwards. He's only good moving forward. That's the only thing with him that is weird. And he's a ball hawk. Oh man, I love him over the top. He just couldn't get on
And
the field.
Mustafa is that guy.
He's a thumper.
We put him in the box. We put him in the box. The eighth man in the box comes up.
Yep.
Free blitz. He's gonna get the quarterback. He might even force a fumble, and hopefully somebody else, Nick Bosa or somebody else picks it up and runs it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said,
real quick. I found it for you guys. All right, we were talking about it earlier. I wanted to go look for it myself. I didn't know myself. The compensatory picks. Compensatory. I can't say the word right, but
compensatory picks.
Compensatory.
Thank you. Got myself. Third round, the Hunter pick is a special compensatory pick. All right. Round 4, pick 138 is a compensatory pick. Round 5, 147 is from the Saints through Commanders. Okay, that's from the Saints through the Commanders. And round 5, pick 160 is from the Vikings. Round 7, 2 round 7s are two comparative picks, both of them. The only one's not a 227 not a comparative pick. It's just a regular pick. Just want to let you guys know.
I think that defense that we just named is worse than 27th, simply because a lot of people are not going to like this, but the defense did not improve losing Devondre Campbell. Okay, and then we lost Malik Collins, and we lost Javon Hargrave. The defense right now, currently constructed, if you were to start the season today, would still be worse because that guy that we drafted, he's not more productive than Leonard Floyd, who had 8.5 sacks. So the defense right now, if we started today, we would probably be, I don't know, 30th, 31st in run in the league. Somewhere along that time, because I mean, Devondre Campbell was a run stopper, and we still gave up stuff in the run. So,
yeah, because there's too much. There's no tackles. They were getting pushed around. And the linebackers they just couldn't. The linebackers couldn't peel clean.
yeah.
And then you got Fred playing on one leg. So
I haven't heard anything about him having surgery because he had a broken bone in his foot. Haven't heard anything about him having surgery.
Must have healed. Must not needed it.
I don't know. That's a good thing.
You guys update. Jake will not be back. He's got bad signal, but he told us he loves us, so he's out right now. So he's out.
He's probably about to get ready to watch because the second round's coming on in 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes, 7 o'clock. Yep, I know. I know for a fact Rich and Dion are on my side, so there's a reason why. Or no,
right,
you're central, so you're 1 hour behind me. Sorry, Dion. Yeah, Matt, man, go ahead.
All right, so back to the offense. Kittle, and what's Braden Willis at tight end. And I know Braden Willis, we don't know what he is. I mean, he, when we throw him the ball, he does catch it. So, and he's a decent blocker. He's not George, but he's better than Eric Saubert, who was trash.
So we don't think that the tight end from Jacksonville that we signed is going to start opposite George Kittle?
He's a blocking tight end.
Yeah, he'll be in the block. I'm hoping that they put him in. I'm hoping they put him in the block and use George in a lot of those sets that you used to use Juice in. I want to see him behind the line of scrimmage, moving around so he can get clean, so he can get off the line clean, and Brock can chuck him the ball. He's the best receiver we have on the team right now, and his prime is closing. So let's use it. Let's use the rest of that prime he's got. That's my thought. I mean, he is so great in the seam. Oh man, he's so great in the seam.
You get Kittle in the seam, he's about to take it he's gonna take it 80 yards to the house almost every time.
It's so great because he's so big that by the time you get second level, safety's got to hit him, and there's not a lot of freaking Dante Whitners kicking around anymore. So
No, and Mustafa even said, he said, "Man, I tried, I tried hitting Kittle one time, and he just ran me over."
yeah, and Mustafa's a thumper. So
Yeah,
coming from a dude like
what
him,
what's he like? What's he 6'1", 225 pounds, all
yeah, he
muscle?
might be he might be 230, but he's not any bigger than that.
Yeah,
But he hits hard. I like him a lot.
and Kittle, I mean, I know he's listed at 255, but I think he might be closer to 260, 265 because he's
No,
just so.
he's slimmed down. He's definitely slimmed down as he's gotten older because it's
I
helped
don't
Mm-hmm.
with
know.
his
He's
speed. When he bulked up, he slowed down a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
you can tell now his lower and his legs and stuff like that. He's a lot thinner, and he moves better because of it. Especially as he's getting older, it's a great way to combat slowing down. Drop a couple of lbs and stay quick. He's
yeah.
definitely and he's got hurt less after he lost some of that weight too, which I think
Oh
is
yeah.
a big piece for him.
Hey, what happened to the tight end we drafted out of Alabama?
I think they cut him. Didn't they cut
Did
him?
they cut him already?
Yeah. What, Latu? We cut it. Yeah, we
Yes,
cut him.
that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
cut Latu.
yeah, because he had an injury settlement last year in training camp.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because he was looking good, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, but I think his hands were made out of stone too, so he wasn't catching anything.
Yeah,
He was supposed to be able to catch a ball and he
yeah,
couldn't. He couldn't. He had stone fingers
Gotcha.
big time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I kind of wish we kept Warner or Ross Dwelly, Ross the boss, baby.
I love
Love Ross Gurley, man. Man, Ross
Dwelly.
Gurley he was very good, man.
Ross Dwelly was the quiet baller.
I
He was
love him,
always
man.
there.
He,
He was always there. Never got hurt when you needed
Yep.
him. And George was hurt. He was always there for the 2 games that George would miss.
Yep.
I mean,
Love Ross Gurley.
his stats aren't great, but he kind of played like what's his name? They used to play for the Vikings, Kyle Rudolph.
Nah, he wasn't that good, but Dwelly was
I'm
just
just saying.
dependable.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
he played like he was a good blocker,
Yep.
and he caught most of the balls that we threw to him.
Yeah. No,
Sometimes
he's
he got
he's a high level
overthrown.
backup. He's a high level
Yeah,
backup.
you know, I always laugh at. I always laugh at how much disrespect uh my my personal favorite tight end for the 49ers of all time, Brent Jones, because like people will say to me, "Oh, Brent Jones wasn't that good." I'm like, "What are you talking about? If Brent
The- the-
Jones, if Brent Jones, if Brent Jones wasn't the sixth option on that offense back then, he would have been a 60 catch, 1,100 yard, 10 touchdown dude. He was the sixth option. Like
yeah, isn't that crazy?
Jerry, John
Isn't that
Taylor,
crazy?
Roger
Especially,
Craig.
yeah, and when Craig and Rathman were the backs, it was crazy.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, you got a running back. You got a running back that's almost 2,000 yards every year between receiving and rushing, and then you got
Mm-hmm.
a fullback that's going to catch 40 balls for close to 500-600 yards every year. You got Jerry's going to get his 1,500 every year. John Taylor's going to get 1,000, and what else you got left? You got like about 40 to 50 catches, maybe 6 touchdowns, and somewhere between 500 and 700 yards. That's
and
all
those
you got
teams ran
left.
the ball a lot. And think about it,
Yeah,
those teams ran the ball a lot too. So especially when Craig went to fullback and they had Rathman. I mean, that was a big backfield. That was a big
yeah,
backfield.
yeah. Roger and Rathman and what was that little running back that we had that
Dexter
also
Carter.
played on the one that he came to us. I think he played on the Saints too. Who was that?
Charlie Garner.
Little. No.
You're talking
No.
80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
my bad.
I can't.
I can't remember because I remember we had
Oh.
Wendell Tyler before that. We had Wendell Tyler, then Roger Craig moved to tailback. And then we had Dexter Carter. Dexter Carter was the third down back / punt returner and all that stuff on those teams. So
Oh, it is.
we drafted Doug DeBose out of Nebraska, but he didn't work out.
This is really irritating me. I know there was another guy that we had that was like, oh wait, no, Keith Henderson.
Yeah, but he was before
That's
that.
it.
I can't speak to none of this, guys. I don't know.
But yeah, I think that's
I'm
who I
I'm
was
old,
thinking
bro.
of. It was
I'm old,
Keith.
man.
I
It
see.
was
I see.
yeah, it was Keith Henderson.
Okay.
That's who I was thinking of. Yeah.
I'm thinking about Derek Lavelle and all those type of guys.
Derek Lavelle and Amp Lee playing it, switching off. Amp Lee and Derek Lavelle.
Derek Lavelle, fumble fingers.
Oh man, that dude was so, you were like trying to get into him and you just couldn't because he just was like,
He was a
Derek
fine
Lavelle.
he was a fine receiver. I mean, I think one year we had a good year. But every time he took a hit, he fumbled the ball.
yeah, and you know what sucks too is that the rotation was actually good with him and Amp Lee. It was that rotation was actually halfway decent, and it was like, dude.
Well, Amp Lee, look, as much as I love work done, Amp Lee was like work done, but with more power. Like Amp Lee was running you over.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, he was definitely bigger than Lavelle because Lavelle was small. I think he was only like 5'9". He was little.
Yeah, Amp Lee was like, I want to say Amp Lee was 6 foot, about 220,
Maybe 210. Was he that big? Was
Yeah.
he that big? I don't remember him being that big, but okay.
But he was so fast. I mean, he was like all the Florida State running backs back then. You go Sammy Smith, because he was the first guy I remember because he was on the team with Dion. That 89 draft, like five or six guys got drafted in the draft. You know, because they were really good that year. They didn't win the championship, but they were in the playoffs that year.
You guys have a news update. Of course, the 2025 NFL Draft rounds 2 and 3 starting now. Just so you know.
Yeah,
they're on the clock.
Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is one of the top guys available for this draft, for this round.
Browns are on the clock.
Looking for my optimum remote.
You think he goes now? You think he goes now to the Browns?
Yeah, they need it. They need another quarterback.
They signed Flacco, right?
Yeah, and they still got Watson on the contract too. Yeah.
Yeah, but Watson's not playing this year at all. I don't think he's coming back. His foot's not right.
Nothing against Flacco, but he's old. Okay, you can only count on him for like 5 games. He's not gonna.
I'm so happy to see him still getting paid. Good for him.
He has a big arm though. He has a big arm. Wouldn't it be old?
Hey, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Got you, man.
Yeah, I'm about to try to find this draft channel right now. I think it says on ABC.
I'll put you on mute, Matt. Hold on. I'll put you on mute. That when he comes back, I can see him. Yeah. What was I trying to say? Yeah. My daughter. Sorry, guys. So yeah, we're at pick number 43, and we got probably a nice half hour, 45 minutes maybe to our pick, maybe. All depends how long it takes for them to pick. So,
none football related, and my Pacers. I'm looking for them to go up 3. I'm looking for them to go up 3-0 tonight. On the Bucks. So
Hey, I'm a Bulls fan. So I'm hoping the Cavs beat the Heat. So
yeah.
I can't even watch the NBA now. Good for you guys.
Hey, the playoffs are really good though.
Man, I
The
love
regular season is trash, but the playoffs, oh man, playoffs be banging.
Yeah, I was sitting out at dinner the other night watching a little bit of the Knicks Detroit's game,
Mm-hmm.
and Knicks were running it up on them. Detroit came back. I think the Knicks still won, but
And so you all know, this is where we call our garbage time talking, where we go off topic and talk about other stuff. Just so you know,
Looking at the Louisville
that's
quarterback,
how we do it.
Tyler Schro.
So, but yeah, Cleveland's still on the clock. So, dude, I cannot believe how long it took the Bears to a pick yesterday before us. It took them a whole 10 minutes to do their pick.
Man,
well, that
it took
means that means they were trying to trade the pick,
Uh-huh.
and
it
nobody was
took
taken.
Tennessee a whole. It seemed like it took Tennessee 25 minutes. Okay, hold on. The pick is in. Who they getting?
And plus, for us, John Lynch even said it. We were there trying to jump up for
To
Mikel.
trade, yeah.
He
Dude,
said,
I'm so glad they didn't do that, man. I'm so
Yes.
glad we need
pick is
players. We
in.
need those picks.
You want
We
me to
don't
tell
need
you
to
what it
be.
is? Want me
We
to tell
don't
you
need to
what
be
it is?
jumping up.
The pick
Who they
is
got,
in.
man? The pick is in. Come on, who y'all getting?
Oh yeah, never mind. They didn't give his name. Never mind. I thought his name. My bad. It's not your name. I thought something
Nick
else.
Chubb still isn't signed. He may be a solid if he can stay healthy. Running back.
Now, do you want me? If I get it before you guys, when we announce it, you want to wait till you see it?
I'm not watching it, so just
Okay, how
announce
about
it
you,
whenever.
Dion?
You guys do what you want.
Dion, what do you want to do? Want me to say something if I see
You
it
could
before you,
announce
or what?
you could announce it because depending on what cable company you have, we may be ahead or
Oh, delay.
behind 5 or 10 seconds. Yeah.
Well, I'm on NFL app right now. That's why.
Well, I have Optimum, which is like
Oh
Southern
God.
Link. It's like Southern Link down here in Louisiana. So
You're near Florida, huh? You're near Florida.
How hot's Louisiana right now?
man, Louisiana is so humid, bro. It's ridiculous. And
Oh,
then my job in the military is 100% outside, bro. So you
what
talking about
branch?
sweating your ass off, the regular army.
Thank you for your service, man. My father was
Yeah,
Navy.
I said the same thing to him before. Thank you for your service, Dion.
Who they get?
Okay, Carson. I can't say the word right. My bad. I can't say that word.
Linebacker,
Linebacker.
UCLA.
Yeah, linebacker. Yeah. Uh huh.
Damn, someone else passed on Shador who needed a
I know,
quarterback.
right?
The Texans are on clock now.
I can't see the Texans getting them.
Hey, we're getting feedback somewhere.
Okay, I got you, Matt. Man, hold on, man. Hold on, I muted you. Hold on, 1 second. I got you, buddy. You're back on. We can hear you.
All right.
You good, brother?
Man, I'm looking at these teams that's already plussed up at quarterback. I don't know who's going to draft Shador because you really don't need him.
Matt, man. The Browns got Carson Schweitzheimer from linebacker UCLA. Just so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Of
That
any
don't
of the
move me.
teams that
The Browns are just, they. I'm sorry to say this, as loyal as Browns fans are, their organization's got it wrong, bro. Like, you have like a good year every other like 20 years. Like, what are you doing? Like, I was watching draft day yesterday, and I was just like, man, they really got it bad. Every
Cleveland's
once in a while you got a fluke year where you're really good and your defense is almost as good as the best defense in the NFL, but you're never good enough. You get lucky and beat us. That was luck win. So I just
Cleveland picks again at 36.
Texans in pick right now. They're on a pick. They got a pick.
who's picking?
The Texans.
The pick is in for the Texans right now.
Well, we know they're not taking Shador.
No. I would
not
probably
unless you
go.
want not unless you want CJ Stroud to leave in free agency when his contract's up.
They probably should go wide receiver, man, to get somebody for Tank Dell, because he's going to be. He got hurt late in the season, so he's not going to be back no time soon either. And then they
Yeah,
lost Stephon Diggs. I think Diggs went to the Patriots, so they definitely
yeah,
need some wide receivers.
yeah. You need somebody to pair with Nico Collins.
Mm-hmm.
He's somebody I'd love to have on the 49ers right now.
Who?
You imagine Nico Collins.
Okay, yeah.
Him and Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings until Ayuk gets back. We'd have something.
We might be all right. We might be all right with what we got.
No,
I'm cool. I'm cool with the run with what you brung right now. And grab a free agent wide receiver and just cut him once Ayuk's back. Don't spend the money. Spend the money on a tackle. Spend the money,
Yep, they got the
on
wide receiver.
There you go. Called it.
Jaden Higgins.
He just got it before I did. Just before I did. I mean, 2 seconds or so.
Yeah, man. Hey, that Southern Link, man, it's hitting on something right now.
Hey, it's all good. All you got to get before I do. I don't want to spoil nobody. I'm not like that. So, wide receiver. Another wide receiver.
Tennessee. Let's see. Tennessee need everything, so it ain't no telling who they may draft.
Who's their quarterback? Will Levis?
Yep.
Nah, Cam Ward's going to be the guy this year.
Well, he's saying right now, like, yeah, they do
No,
have
I know,
Levis.
I know, but
I'm still trying to figure out where Shador's going. I'm like,
I don't. Maybe Cleveland at 36. I don't.
Oh, maybe
Atlanta to back up Penix.
I can see him going to Las Vegas to back up Geno Smith.
I'll tell you, if you want to do a succession plan, Geno plays 3 more years, 2 more years, and Shador gets on the field. Maybe.
Tennessee traded that pick to Seattle. Okay. Now I can really see Shador going to Seattle playing to be like the long-term solution behind Sam Darnold. I can see that.
I don't know. How many years did Darnold sign for? Was it just a 1-year deal?
Nah, 3 years, $100 million.
Yeah, they're not bringing Shador in on 3 years, $100 million.
They're not sold on him either though, because you're paying a quarterback $33 million. That's below market value in today's time.
Yeah, it's cheap in NFL dollars.
Yeah, that's
QB.
cheap. Yeah. And you don't know what Sam Darnold is going to do. He had talent on Minnesota. I don't know. You know, he got an older Cooper Kupp. You don't have Metcalf no more. You do got your running backs, but
they definitely need someone to chuck the ball.
Jackson Smith and Jigba is pretty good.
He is pretty good.
He's not DK, but he might be Doug Baldwin.
Yeah.
I give you that. Yeah, I give you that.
I mean, Doug Baldwin came from Stanford. You know, he retired after he played like 10, 11 years. I want to say he had somewhere around 450 catches, 50 touchdowns, somewhere around, 10,000 yards. So
I used to call him the light-skinned monster.
I hated him. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Him and Tyler Lockett. Oh.
Doug Baldwin, his game was very similar to Hines Ward.
Yep.
Extremely similar.
Not the best physical specimen, but work your ass off and play well.
I still remember he was doing that. He caught that touchdown and did the front flip in the end zone and hit the defender. I was like, man, this guy's off the chain. And then he kept doing it over and over. Like right before he would score, he would do some type of Jean-Claude Van Damme split kick, jumping in the end zone.
Like you said, Dion, they traded with Seahawks, and Seahawks right now are on clock.
Oh, that's right, because they reset the clock after the trade, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Seahawks are on clock right now.
So you got Seattle, Cleveland, and Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Shador going to Las Vegas and playing behind Geno Smith. That's better than, well, I ain't gonna say better. Potentially would be better than Gardner Minshew playing behind Geno Smith. If they even have her. I don't know if they got rid of Gardner Minshew or not. Oh, they got Austin. What's the guy they had last year? They drafted. They still got him on the roster too. So can't remember his name. This is a deep draft, man. As far as talent, I'm looking at, because if you're watching it on ABC, like you can see like males best available. It's
Yep.
it's a really deep draft for like edge and defensive lineman.
I know where would be perfect for Shador.
What's that?
Quarterback's big, 6'6", 260 pounds, runs like a running back. Backup Josh Allen.
Yeah, but you're never going to get on the field.
He'll never
Yeah,
play
you back
there.
up Josh Allen, you're going to be on the sideline for the next 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Shador's young. Shador is young, so I mean, why not go? You know, why not the Bills take him and be like, look, you're not going to play right away, but I'm going to help you be ready just in case, because we're going to be good. Like, you know, you got a stud receiver at Keon Coleman, good running game, defense is getting better. I mean, it's not what the Bills defense has been historically, but it's getting better, right?
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
Von Miller. Oh, look at them 49er fans. Look at them, baby. What I'm talking about.
It wouldn't make, I mean, even though I wouldn't mind it, it wouldn't make sense for us to take Shador, you know.
I wouldn't mind it because I think Matt Jones, once again, is a proven decent backup. I know you're not big on Mac Jones, but I think, hey man, that squad he took to the playoffs for New England, I think that's very noteworthy.
Yeah,
like I said,
Mac's a rough watch.
He had one.
He's not
like
physical.
I said, he had one good year, and he hasn't done anything since. He was good his rookie year. He hasn't done anything since. And people can say all they want about Brock. Oh well, Brock. You know, the 49ers was 6. You know what? Everybody was hurt. Brock did the best he could. Okay, Brock was still moving the football. You know, a lot of those
threw
interceptions.
A lot of picks.
A lot of those
picks trying to play hero ball. He tried to play hero ball.
But a lot of those interceptions weren't on him. A lot of those interceptions he hit guys right in the hands and they dropped it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely but he was trying to play hero ball. He was trying to play hero ball.
I mean, it's not the same as how Jimmy did throw a lot of picks. He did. I love Jimmy, but he threw a lot of picks. But he also threw a lot of good balls that got batted up in the air and got picked.
Brock wishes he had Jimmy's arm. That'd be it.
Seahawks have pick.
Oh no!
I can't say that word right. Dion. You might have to help me on that one.
Nick Emanrory from South Carolina.
I was say I don't even know how to say that last name. I'm sorry. I don't mean to butcher that.
Who was he? Was he a defensive lineman?
Safety.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, SAF.
His NFL comparison is Kyle Hamilton.
Oh. We know how good Kyle Hamilton is because didn't he have 2 picks against us Christmas night a couple years ago?
Yeah, that's when he threw those 4 interceptions, Brock Purdy. Browns are back on the clock. Let's see, man, they need to stop playing and go and take. They know they're not moving forward with no Joe Flacco. Oh, they pick is in pretty early though. New England,
they need help. They need help on O line too.
Yeah.
Why not get a really good tackle in the second round? You know, there's some left.
They need a running back because, like I said, Nick Chubb, they released him. So,
did they really?
Yeah, Nick Chubb is a free agent. You know, he had that real bad injury.
Yeah, a couple years in a row.
Okay, guys, all the way from North Carolina, and plus he is responsible for the wonderful new logo we have on our show right there, in the right corner.
Great.
Right? So, C-Man, come on in here, brother.
What's up, guys?
Great.
What's up, guys? All right.
Welcome.
How we doing?
I know it's your
What's
first
up,
time
my brother?
meeting. I know it's your first time meeting C-Man. But C-Man, on top there is Dion, and left next to you, of course, Rich.
Hey, Cleveland got that running back I was talking about.
It's already started. I thought it started at 8.
No, it started at 7, man. 7 o'clock tonight.
Oh.
8
Quinn
o'clock,
Sean,
8 o'clock last night, 8 o'clock last night, 7 o'clock tonight, and 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Quinshawn Judkins out of Ohio State.
Hmm.
Yep.
What's on it?
Ohio State running back. Raiders on the clock.
Raiders on the clock. Go ahead and grab Shador, man.
Just where Shador's going?
No, I'm speaking it to existence.
Hey, C-Man, that laptop looks good. Laptop is good. Laptop looks good, man. Looks good. I like that.
Austin O'Connell. That's who the Raiders have at quarterback. I can't remember his name. Austin O'Connell, and then you got the Drake Mays guy out of New England. I'm sure Shador Sanders could get that man some competition for that starting job.
I don't know. It might be your feedback there, C-Man. I think it might be your feedback. It might be. I'm not too sure, though. I hear a lot of feedback. Hold on.
I did too. I hear an echo, but I'm talking on my phone. I'm not talking close to like a microphone.
Okay, my man. You got us? Okay, I got you. You're good.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just walking. I got to go check the laundry.
Yeah, I don't hear it now. I don't hear it now.
Yeah, probably because I was messing with it.
It's all good, brother. You got it. You got you. Hey, it went away. It's good. It went away.
The second round is going fast. I love it.
Technology. That's why I don't do it on phones.
I'm doing mine on a phone right now, and it's good to go.
You're not doing all the technology I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All the buttons I gotta push. I got a lot of buttons over here to push. So I get my eye on everything. I'm the doer, and you guys are just talkers.
Las Vegas.
But that's fun doing it. Though.
They need to go wide receiver. Because I don't know who Geno Smith going to be throwing the ball to.
Uh-oh. That's correct. Never mind. Okay, got you, man.
Oh, the Miami Dolphins traded. Okay, Dolphins are on the clock. Man, I forgot about Jalen Milroe. He's still out there.
Man,
in Alabama.
Way back behind you. Dang, what the hell? Come on, Raider. I mean, come on, NFL.
So Miami just traded up into the Raiders pick?
Yep.
Damn.
They taking Shador?
I doubt that, but
I mean, Tua gets his brain scrambled every year.
And Miami was at 48 too, man. Holy crap!
They need to go offensive line to protect Tua. So if they're not drafting offensive line, they are extremely out of pocket.
Either that or they're going to have a running quarterback.
48 to 37. Whew. Oh man, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more picks, baby. Come on.
Tua has 72.9% completion percentage. Man, I didn't know that. Highest in the NFL last season.
Short passes mainly.
Yeah. They need a quarterback behind Tua because that guy who played behind Tua when he got hurt, I cannot remember his name, but he wasn't good at all.
Straight up trash.
Skylar Thompson.
He used to be on San Francisco, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
Skylar Thompson?
Was he in camp or something like that maybe a few years ago?
Maybe so. I think he used to be on the 49ers.
Huh. I don't remember him.
Maybe he was on the 90 but didn't get past it.
Maybe.
What number are we picking at, guys?
43, right?
Yeah.
What are we at? 38?
Jonas Severnaya, offensive guard, Arizona. Yep, I'm saying, boy, if you the Dolphins and you ain't picking no offensive lineman for Tua, man, what?
Tua should run in that office, start banging on the door, going, "What are you guys doing?"
Mm-hmm. 0 sacks allowed and 472 pass blocks. Oh man, how did he fall to the second round?
That sounds like
He's
somebody we should have picked.
so
Yes.
he's either undersized, got short arms, or can't play tackle or something like that. That's usually why those guys fall.
Well, they
Maybe
got him, drafted him as a guard, but they're showing his highlights is at left and right tackle.
yeah, but you know what I mean? College tackle, NFL guard.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, probably like I said, he's probably got short arms. That all those college tackles that have short arms end up being guards in the NFL.
Mm.
You got to have that Ayuk wingspan, or your guard.
New England. Mm.
Do you think they're drafting defense?
I think New England's already solid on defense. I'm not a big Patriots fan, so I can't really.
I live in New England, but I don't pay attention to them. So
Yeah. I don't know who the wideouts are. I don't know who the running back for New England is. I do know they got a real good DB who they signed to a contract, but I don't remember his name. They said they only need a wide receiver and a defensive tackle. That's all. That's the only needs they're listing.
That's weird because didn't they just release Mac Jones?
Ugh,
That's funny.
Mac Jones.
Hey man, everybody knows that was Kyle Shanahan initially wanted to draft over Trey Lance anyway, but
You're true. That's true.
so he really wanted Mac Jones, and I don't really.
It's because Kyle thinks McCorkle is Matt Ryan. This is the truth.
Man.
Kyle thinks McCorkle is Matt Ryan.
Ratty Ice can get his name for a reason.
My bad, gentlemen. My bad. Sorry.
That's really funny you bring up Matt Ryan because when you look at the 49ers offense, like I've been curious as to know why doesn't he make that offense look like a down the field Atlanta? Like, our offense has always been power run and play action, and I thought we had the
give you
weapons.
2 words. I'll
Go
give you
ahead.
2 words. Julio Jones. We don't have one.
Gonzalez.
I mean, we had what's the guy from Buffalo who used to do the little dance? The wide receiver,
Stevie Johnson.
not Stevie Johnson. He's in the fraternity. He's a Kappa. I know the dance with the candy cane. He used to score a touchdown and do a dance with his celebrations.
No.
What's that guy's name? He's like one of the fastest. He got knocked out the game against the Rams a couple of years ago. Like completely knocked out the game. It was like the last game of the season. He caught the touchdown pass like when his daughter died. Deep touchdown pass.
Goodwin.
Yeah, Goodwin. Marcus Goodwin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we had some speed guys,
Yeah, but no. But he wasn't 6'3", tie his shoelaces, standing up, looking at you. Wings,
Yeah.
9-foot wingspan. Julio Jones, man, him and Megatron are probably the 2 biggest guys that ever played like that. We don't have one. We don't have that guy. It's you chuck the ball up all the time when you got a guy like that.
Who was that speed guy we drafted? AJ turned out to be a bust. AJ Jenkins. Oh man.
Trash.
Super trash, man. I was like, that's all we needed. We had Antoine Bolden. We just needed somebody to stretch the field out.
Ah, man, he was a great mid range receiver.
Yeah, what's up?
Talk about Antoine Bolden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was probably the most like Michael Irvin of all the guys I'd seen around. I mean, just tear the ball out of the sky. Great contested ball guy. Didn't have
Yep.
the speed, but man, he was tough as nails.
Yeah, he was. See who the Patriots gonna get. Let's see here.
Hey, Craig, looks good, man. Looks good, bro. Looks good. Got it all
Come
set
on,
up.
Patriots.
You got your computer, you got your phone. Jeez, you're set.
wow. Oh, Stephon Diggs went to the Patriots. That's right. They just said it.
Yep.
I said that earlier.
Yep.
I didn't hear you, Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
I may not have been on here yet.
Yeah, and they still got Hunter Henry.
Yep.
That's a tight end, right?
Yeah. Dang good one. You know, I want to say he caught like 80. I want to say he caught 80 something passes last year. And he had like 9 touchdowns.
Travion Henderson. That's the second Ohio State running back chosen in the second round.
Huh.
That's who the Raiders took?
The Patriots.
Our Patriots?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a little behind you on that though.
And Cleveland Browns took the other running back 2 picks ago from Ohio State.
Yeah, they just showed us that it was five, and this would make 6 if it's a Ohio State guy.
Chicago Bears. Who's the running back for Chicago?
Can't remember his name.
Those are clean. In the dishwasher. I ran.
Oh yeah, everything in the dishwasher's clean. Okay.
Yeah. And I know I'm still have to do those.
Yeah, no, but that's
See, Chicago drafted. Who did they draft in the first round? Was it the tight end from Michigan?
No, they drafted the offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle.
Yeah, Ben
Nembu.
Johnson telling him how it's going to be.
You know what I would think that DB Will, what's his name? Will
Johnson from Michigan.
Yeah, I think that's a great pick for the 49ers in the second round.
Need a tackle, man. We need
You
a
do.
DT.
You do. I've been screaming DT the whole time. But I believe if that defensive back is on the board, I believe the 49ers are gonna go get him.
They said he plays. They said he plays like Demo. He's a hitter. He's a ball hawk.
Okay, so we'll be 31st against the run, and we'll be 16th against the pass.
I don't know. We got three corners that are good enough to get a pick 6 a week each.
Yeah, okay. But we've got no tackles, and the quarterback can, take 3 steps, fire up a cigarette, take 2 drags, and then still have time to pass the ball.
No, I know. It's just nice. It's just nice to have three really good cornerbacks.
That's great. when you got tackles.
Well, I've been on the tackle thing the whole time. I'm just saying, I don't
Look,
know. Maybe it's an internal thing. I think John Lynch, if that DB Will Johnson is available, I think he will take him. I could be wrong.
the wide 9 doesn't work if you don't have
If you don't
run
have
stuff and
pressure on the
tackles. You
quarterback,
got to
I
have run
got you.
stuff and tackles, or the wide 9 doesn't work. Switch to a 4-3 then and just figure it out. But
Oh, the Bears did get that tight end from Michigan in the first round. Colton Livingston, whatever his name. They lost Keenan Allen. I can see wide receiver here.
They still got what's his name from Carolina, right?
DJ Moore, yeah. DJ, whatever his name.
Yeah, DJ Moore.
I can see them getting another wide receiver to take the pressure off of DJ Moore. But they're not showing the Bears as needing a wide receiver. Edge, running back, defensive tackle.
Yeah, because I nothing against them, but I don't think they gonna ride with Dante Pettis as their number 2 or number 3.
no.
You already know how I feel about Dante Pettis, man. I don't even.
I know.
I feel your pain, Dion.
He's AJ Jenkins territory for us.
No.
Yes.
No, look,
his body was
productive.
made out of glass. His
He was
body
more
was made out of
productive.
Jenkins
glass.
played 1 year.
Yeah, he was more
that
productive
was
than
it.
AJ Jenkins.
Yeah, but his body was made of glass.
No,
You know how I was mad who got hurt for the 49? I thought would have been like an X factor. That Jalen Hurd guy, man. That wide receiver out of Tennessee that was a running back.
Yeah, we thought he was going to be the next TO or something like that. I mean, 6'4", 240 pounds. He was really fast and but he couldn't take a hit.
I thought LaMichael James was going to be our guy. So,
and look at that, Chicago drafts a wide receiver. Boy, I need to be on TV.
You're on TV right now.
I know. New Orleans next. They don't need no wide receiver.
They need a quarterback though.
No, they need some help on defense.
Yeah, I would say defense. Quarterback, they got
Carr.
Carr's hurt, man. Carr hurt his shoulder, man. They don't know if he's playing.
Well, they got Spencer Rattler.
Maybe.
You got Evan Kamara. You can get a depth piece or to help him out. You got really good wide receivers.
Oh, you know what they need? They need a tight end.
Yeah, I can see a tight end. You got Kellen Moore there. You know, Kellen Moore is going to want to go offense.
Especially, he's going to want to set the tone.
Receiver? Who called the wide receiver for for the Bears?
Yeah,
me.
They got a wide receiver.
Yep.
Luther Burden III.
I just look at what they lost. You lost Keenan Allen. Like, you're trying to plus up for Caleb Williams. So it just made sense. New Orleans,
Hey, guys, did you know New Orleans is the only team to never, ever pick a quarterback in the first round of the draft?
Really?
What pick was Archie Manning?
That was like 54 years ago. In the last 50 years, they haven't selected a quarterback on draft day 1. Archie Manning was the last quarterback that they took.
Really?
First round.
What didn't they draft? Where did they draft Bobby Hebert?
Must not have been in the first round. I heard it this morning on two guys named Chris show this morning.
I think Hebert was a 4th round pick.
Was he really?
I think so.
Drew Brees was also
Oh,
never
no.
drafted
I think
by.
I think they signed him.
New
They signed
Orleans.
him from the USFL.
Oh, okay. He was one of those guys.
Yeah, he was over there with you know,
Jim Kelly, Steve
Jim
Young.
Kelly and all them. Yeah.
Kellen Moore. I can't see Shador, but I cannot see Shador going to the Saints. But who knows who they'll pick? Everybody's clapping, so they've obviously made their pick. So
Is Shador in the studio with the camera on him every 5 seconds? Or do
nah, they
they
haven't
not
showed
throw
him
him
not
out
one
there?
time.
Good. I'm glad they didn't pull the Aaron Rodgers thing on him, where every pick pan back over. Look at Shador sitting over there.
Well, Russell Wilson fell down to the third round, so
Hey,
Tom Brady went to the
Shador is
sixth.
talented.
Look at
Shador is
Purdy. He was the
talented, but
last
Aaron
pick.
Rodgers, he ain't.
So I'll tell you
Well,
something. Did you guys did you ever watch the Russell Wilson quarterback thing with John Gruden when he was coming out? That is one of the best John Gruden football quarterback things ever. Him and Russell Wilson. I'm telling you, if you haven't watched it, it's an amazing watch, man. Russ basically
all I know
told
about
you how
Russell
he was going to
Wilson,
do it, and he did.
all I know about Russell Wilson is when he played against us, when he was at North Carolina State, we whooped him.
We barely whooped him.
and then he ran away.
Well, we
That was
barely whooped him
Wisconsin.
though.
We beat North Carolina State like it was like 45-17.
Well, I'm thinking about the national championship year with Jameis Winston. We didn't beat them by much that year.
We went undefeated. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it is all that matters.
And they were trying to give Auburn that title. They were like, we were down. I was like, what is? It's like, oh man, it's like, come on, guys, come on, Jameis, let's go.
Tyler Schroeder, they drafted a quarterback over Shador Sanders from Louisville.
Come on. Damn.
Oh, they drafted a.
Damn.
Did he start for Louisville last year? Is he the?
Yeah, he did.
And I ain't never even heard of that dude.
No.
Wow.
Damn.
Shador Sanders must have pissed some people off, man.
Yeah, crap. You said.
And you know what? It's because Deion's his dad, dude. It's a lot of people hate Deion, even because
he's Deion.
They're jealous. Yeah.
No, but he said some junk the other day, which I forgot what it was, but he was basically, I think it made him come across as a entitled dude, and it's clearly costing him now because everybody thought he'd be a first rounder. So it's too bad, but you know what? Hey, maybe it ends up being good for him. Maybe it ends up being good for him. He gets a better landing spot instead of being on a really sucky team. Maybe he ends up backing up somebody on a halfway decent team. Because where are we at now? 39?
It's 41. So Chicago.
40? Oh, okay, so we're 2 out.
Chicago gets another pick.
Two more picks to us. Actually, 2 more. I'm sorry, 2 more picks. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yep.
2 more picks, then us. Sorry, my bad. 2
Who we
picks.
taking? Who we taking?
I'm really hoping it's offensive lineman. Because we need the offensive lineman, but
I'm best defensive tackle available.
that's true. That's true. I know we go always.
What's his name? The dude from Marshall. The big Mike Green.
Yeah, Mike Green is pretty good. He's pretty good.
Look, that's I want best defensive tackle available.
Defensive tackle, right? Matt.
I think the guy from Toledo is ranked as the best one available. I can't remember his name. I'm hoping they show it. Highest drafted quarterback since Archie Manning. Second overall, 1971. So they did draft somebody in the first round.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but it's been over 50 years though, man.
yeah,
54 years.
I was
since
one.
Archie was 6.
I got it. But
I was one when Archie got drafted.
so Buffalo traded up to 41 with Chicago.
Yeah, what's Buffalo taking if they're moving up?
Defense.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but it got to be
Well,
defense.
Chicago would have moved up. Buffalo would have had that pick. Buffalo moved down to wherever Chicago moved up from, at least.
That's unbelievable, man. Poor Shador Sanders.
He ain't poor. He's all right.
nah, he's got M's in the bank just from his NIL deals.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
But the guy from Louisville should have M's in his bank account too.
41 to Buffalo.
Oh, they got Scatbo still? Oh, I don't know, man. 49ers might get Scatbo, man.
No, do not. Do not take him before the third round.
Savion Williams are still out there from TCU. They got some talent still out here.
Yeah, my like I said, my two guys from Florida State are available.
Well, you heard Lynch yesterday, right? He said 200 draftable players is what the 49ers graded for this draft.
It's a deep draft.
Last year they were 170. This year they said there are 200 draftable players basically on the 49ers grade chart. So that means it's a pretty deep draft. Like I said, they said it wasn't top heavy, but the depth was pretty badass.
See who Buffalo goes with. It should be defense. I don't know. A good tight end would be good for Buffalo to have also. Just keep plussing up on the offensive side and, hey, man, start drafting defense around the 4th or 5th round.
That's where they'll grab a linebacker.
Pass rushing linebacker to replace Von Miller. I can see that.
Okay, the Jets are on the clock. The pick is in for the Bills, and we are next after the Jets. We are next.
Darius Alexander from Toledo. That's the highest graded defensive tackle available. And then, of course, you have your edge guys, which is, unless you're like Eric Armstead, can play edge and tackle.
Those are okay for depth pieces, not starters.
What's my guy Joshua Farmer? What's he like? I
haven't seen him pop up on the screen. I can look at my iPad.
I know he was still, he was still one of the, he might not have been as high as other guys, but he was, they've been talking about him. Every time the thing pops up that, for best player available, he always pops up on there at some point.
Wonder where the Jets are going. What's Aaron Glenn gonna do? Defense? Oh, their D was good last year under Saleh before he got gone.
I'll probably go offense.
They need some kind of offensive lineman, right? To protect their whoever their starting quarterback is, whoever it is.
So Buffalo went defense. TJ Sanders out of South Carolina.
The Jets signed a quarterback, right?
They got Justin Fields and they got Jordan Travis.
Yeah, I know. They got my boy. Yeah. And he still wasn't healthy, so I'm hoping he's healthy now.
And you said what that guy's name you was naming again?
What, for defensive tackle or the cornerback?
Yeah, defensive tackle. Joshua
Joshua
Farmer,
Farmer. Yeah.
he's rated as the 5th best defensive tackle available.
Okay.
You got Darius Alexander. He's from Toledo. Shamar Turner. I've heard that guy being linked to the 49ers. Mm. I wouldn't be surprised if they went with Scatbo, though. I'm just saying.
Oh. Oh.
It would not surprise me.
I know. That'd be a Kyle thing to do.
Yep. See here, running back Caleb Johnson, the guy from Texas, Dylan Sampson. That's Tennessee. Jadon Blue, very fast, but he's ranked the number 13th best running back available. I don't know. Oh man, Justin Fields only got 30 million guaranteed. They don't have no faith in him like that.
Nah, it's a prove it deal. He'll figure it out.
Unless he gets hurt and my boy Jordan comes in and starts killing it.
Yep.
And he can, if he's fully healthy, he can take the ball 60 yards, 60, 70 yards to the house on a QB sneak.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
And he's an underrated passer.
Update.
I mean,
the 49ers are on the clock. 49ers are on the clock.
His last year, he ran for 1,000 yards and threw for like 3,400.
All right, guys, what are we taking? We taking a tackle? We taking a linebacker? We taking a running back? What are we doing?
Whoever, what's that dude? That dude from Toledo. Let's get him right now.
Darius Alexander.
Yeah, get him right now. And we'll get my boy Josh Farmer or Azera Thomas later.
I'm gonna go with Shamar Turner out of Texas A&M. Defensive tackle.
Dion, you might be our eyes because you're ahead of everybody. So go right ahead. You announce it. Let me get it. I know you're ahead of me, so.
Yeah, when you see the pick is in.
Yup. He'll probably see the name before me, so.
I'm on New York Jets. Who y'all gonna go with? So they need an offensive tackle.
Wide receiver, tight end, safety, and DL.
Yeah.
They need offense. Their D was solid last year. Like I said, when they fired Saleh, the defense kind of fell off a little bit, but they was solid.
Who would be the next pick? Let's see here.
Well, they don't need defensive end because my boy Jermaine Johnson III is coming back for the Jets next year.
Yep. Yeah, their defense is going to be solid.
Mike Green is still out there for Marshall, man. He's really good too.
Ours is DL, edge, O-line, running back, and of course CB, cornerback.
I'm going to take a roll of the dice and say the 49ers draft that guy out of Texas A&M. That Shamar guy. Simply because he's 290. The 49ers like defensive tackles who can move. Like move around, like kind of fast, like they Javon Hargrave, the DeForest Buckner. Yep. They don't typically draft a run-stuffing Vince Wilfork type of defensive tackle. The last one they drafted was Ian Williams, but that's when they ran 3-4 defense. So,
yep.
The other guy is a little heavy. He's 309. That's 19, 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah,
but
unless he runs 4.9, he's not.
Oh, they said where he ran. Let's see here. The guy from Toledo. At least I thought I read.
If you're that big and can move, then you got a chance. But
He only had 5 sacks over his 5 collegiate seasons. 9 sacks over 5 seasons.
oof.
Tight end, New York Jets, Mason Taylor from
Yeah, I know.
LSU. That's
You
a
guys
good
see
pick.
my did. You guys see my time I did.
That's a good pick.
Okay, we're on the clock. We're on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Or gentlemen, I should say.
That is a real good pick for the Jets.
Okay, we're on the clock. So we get here. Drum roll, please.
Best
DT.
available, Will Johnson. Best fit, D. Alexander from Toledo.
Yeah, I got everything ready so I can put up there. Okay. I got no name and college. That's all I need to know.
I'm gonna say Shamar Turner, whatever the guy's name from Texas A&M. Let's see what happens.
Shador Sanders.
No, come on, man. Hey, man, I will go buy me a whole fifth of Jack Daniel if we select Shador Sanders, man. Drink the whole thing tonight.
And Brock Purdy just got traded to the Jets.
Don't say that. That's not good. That's not, that is not nice.
That's not even cool.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but that would be hilarious.
That won't be hilarious.
The pick is in. Let's go, 49ers.
Our whole fan base will definitely turn on the organization. Oh, geez,
Who's coming out here? Who is this? Oh, Julian Peterson. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's doing the pick. I think he's doing 5th round too. I think he's doing 5th, 2nd, and 5th.
Pick is in. The pick is in for the 49ers. The pick is in.
Who? Alfred Collins.
The DT. Yeah,
What?
Texas.
Hold on now. Wait a minute.
I don't know who he is even. I gotta look him up.
Know what I'm doing? What?
Who?
Alfred Collins. What the mess?
I gotta look him up. Sorry.
Second team All-American out of Texas. Okay.
Yeah, that's Texas.
Mel Kiper's telling you he's got a ton of upside.
Yes.
He was tackle. 23 years old. Yep, 23 years old. 6'5", 320 pounds.
Okay.
Big boy.
Okay.
Big boy.
Yeah, that's big boy. Okay, they went different this time.
They went a movable object.
He wasn't up there though, like as far as like nowhere near best available.
Yeah, then some scout liked him.
Alfred Collins. Can I click on him? 27 solo tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. Oh man. 6'5", 320. Okay.
That's a big boy.
Gap filler, gap plugger.
Man, there were definitely better picks available, but okay.
I'm dumb.
Man.
Who knows? He might be one of those guys that he wasn't heralded, just like Fred. All of a sudden, he comes in, he's a starter as a rookie, and he gets like 8 sacks.
I don't even care about that. I just want him to be out there where it takes 2 guys to block him. That's all I care about.
Well, I preached it all summer. I can't take it back. I said our first 3 picks needed to be defensive linemen, so
we're 2 for 2 so far.
2 for 2. They need to go defensive lineman one more time, defensive tackle, and then whatever that 4th pick is, that 100th pick.
Dude, no. If Scadabo's still kicking around in 3rd round, that's where they're going to take him.
Yeah.
And then the 2nd pick in the 3rd round will be another DT. That's Kyle. I feel like the 1st pick in the 3rd round's the Kyle pick.
Okay, put it on here. 2025 NFL Draft Round 2, Pick 43. 49ers select Alfred Collins, BT, Texas. There you go.
Big fella.
So our next pick is what, 75?
Yeah, 75 is the next one, is the third round. 75 and 100.
Mm.
Who's on the clock now? Oh, who's on the clock now?
The Cowboys.
Shador.
No.
Dion's
rush.
calling Jerry, right? Dion is calling Jerry right now, going, "Do it, Jerry. Do it."
Oh yeah. I did not see that Alfred Collins pick coming. That was a shocker to me. This is my point about this pick, this Alfred Collins pick, right? By him not being like one of the best available, that guy would have been available in the third round, bro.
Yep, fair.
Like, what are we doing, man?
Is
He
he
would
going to
have been
play both? Is he
available
playing Bosa's side, or is he going to play on the kid's side?
on the highlights. It showed him playing on the kid side for
Okay.
college, but you can move him around in the
Yeah, you move him
NFL.
around.
But that's what I'm saying, man. You could have picked that man up in the third round.
Yeah, it feels like a reach.
So, what do we all think about the Alfred Collins?
It was a reach.
Okay.
Definitely a reach.
could-
But I tell you, I like it from a like what I wanted and what I wanted the 49ers to draft. I wanted a big, huge tree stump, and he's a big, huge tree stump.
Love it
guy,
from a schematic standpoint. X and O, yes, love it. Love it from a
Yeah.
scheme fit.
If that
Okay.
guy, if I think this guy is going to be everything they wanted Kinlaw to be.
Question: how big was Kinlaw and, of course, DJ Jones? The weight size.
DJ was little though. He was only like 5'9",
He's short.
5'10", I think, but he was
short. I'm
huge.
talking about the big guy. Yeah. How
But
much
he's
he
big.
weigh? How much he weigh?
Yeah, I think he was like 290. I think he was 290, but he was only like 5'10".
What you talking
You
about?
know,
But he was
Jones
more
or Kinlaw?
fat too. DJ
Yeah,
Jones was more fat.
Well, but Kinlaw is like 6'3", 6'4", and like 295.
Kinlaw
Like a
looked like a
solid.
black Terminator.
I wonder if
yeah.
they're going for the weight of his push. That's what I was wondering about.
Yeah, the problem with Kinlaw, he
gravity.
was so tall, he never got a good lean. He never got a good lean. Everybody was
Kinlaw
able to
never
push
had
him
it
around.
good. No, he never had it good for a push.
But his leg was
Zero
bad.
gravity. Yeah.
You know, he always had you could always push him around because he didn't get his shoulders low.
Dang, he weighed more than DJ Jones did. DJ Jones is a big guy. He was big.
Yeah, but here's the difference though. When you look at Kinlaw is like a big muscle bound dude.
Yeah, long
Like
arms.
he's a dude. You know, DJ Jones looks like a dude, you know, that you run into on a Friday night getting ice cream.
Too many of those bags of powdered donuts from Hostess.
No, but I'll tell you, Chris Kasarik got everything you could get out of that guy though.
Oh yeah.
You know, he
I love
was a
DJ
little
Jones.
he was a little tree stump.
Love DJ.
Good player. He should have stayed here.
Look, hey,
I was getting somewhere with that.
this is my thing about the guy that we just took.
Mhm.
It may not who we expected, right? But if this guy turns out to be even a one-time Pro Bowl player, that's a steal.
I just want him to take up. I just want him to take up bodies.
If he has
I just want him to take up bodies.
1 or 2 years, he has 1 or 2 years where he has like 8, 9, 10 sacks. That's a great deal.
Yeah, I just want him to be hard to block.
It's a great deal, but just looking at Farmer at 4, JJ Peggs at 6 from Ole Miss. I'm familiar with that entire family. That's a popular Mississippi family. Just look, they could have easily got that guy. Maybe he probably would have fell to the 4th round.
Yeah, well, because you like I said, third round is Kyle. That's the Kyle pick. So it's wide receiver or running back in third round, first pick.
I just don't like the value of the pick. Like I believe in the coaches, but the value of the pick, I just whatever. I trust the coaches. We'll see. We got the best defensive line coach in the league. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. If anybody's going to get the best out of the guy, it's going to be our guy. So
Well, we hope so because Drake Jackson drafted in the second round as well, and see what happened with him.
I'm telling you, I don't think he makes the team this year.
Tank Carradine was drafted in the second round also.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think Jackson makes the team this year.
A lot of people going edge. They're deep with the edge.
Nah, it's a vanity position now.
Still got Mike Green out there from Marshall.
Oh, I think another one of my guys is available too. Linebacker / defensive end, Patrick Payton.
Patrick Payton.
He's I think he's a 6'4", 220 pounder. He's a speed rusher from Florida State.
He's not showing up as like one of the top edge or one of the top linebackers.
Who's on the clock right now? I didn't
The
look. Who's on the clock?
The Rams.
Yeah, the Rams are on clock. Rams.
All right, guys, I got to go.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna close down anyway, guys. Okay.
All
right.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Matt, man. Leon, Dion, and Rich. Thanks for your time, guys.
Yep. No
Have
problem.
a good night.
Have a good night,
You
guys.
too.
Go Niners.
Yep.
Go Niners.
Yep. Okay, bounce back. Here you go. And that, of course, was the 2025, of course, NFL draft. All right, for the 49ers. All right. I know we have two more. We have 8 more picks. My bad. 9. I'm sorry, 9 more picks. My numbers are all messed up. 9 more picks. We have 2 in the third round tonight. All right. Number 75 and of course number 100. So, and tomorrow we have the rest of ours. Okay. So, and let me see here. I want to cover things. Couple of things. Of course, our draft pick from 43. 2025 NFL Draft Round 2, pick 43. 49ers select Alfred Collins, defensive tackle from Texas. Welcome to the Niners. All right, Mr. Alfred Collins. All right, and of course, I want to give, of course, a shout out to our 11th pick. Of course, Malik Collins. Okay, I'm doing very good, aren't I? Malik. All right, Matt. I go on. Mikkel. I'm sorry, Mikkel. I can butcher names. I'm butchering names all over the place. Like I always say. So, well, I just wanted to put that out there, and plus thank all the guys for showing up tonight for the draft. All right, I know we won't be doing this tomorrow because I know I'll be driving tomorrow. So now I'll do shows on the phone. So I just got to cover up this one pick for us guys. We waited for at least a good hour for it. So very proud of them being here and talking our stuff. I know my daughter's in the background, so I hope you don't hear her, but you probably will. But otherwise than that, of course, I want to thank Mattman, Jake, of course, Dion, and of course, Rich. Rich, he came in just in time because I went to select Matt because he was in backstage. I went to select him, and Rich came in at the same time he did. So I'm sorry I butchered your name there, Rich, about you coming in, about your intro. But otherwise than that, thank Craig for coming in at the last minute, talking to us. He had to go because he had his family stuff to take care of. But otherwise than that, I wanted to give him definitely a shout out before he came in here because he did make that logo. All right, new logo you see? He made that. So shout out to him for doing that. He's really appreciated from all of us. So, all right. So that was it. That was 2025 NFL Draft. I'm sure we'll have more later on tonight and, of course, tomorrow night. All right. So have a great night, guys. We'll see you when we see you, and we'll probably see you next week. All right. All right, guys. Later on.
red and gold, red and gold, red